Please be seated. Good morning. This is the 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for April 27th, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your release conditions are, and any bond amount required. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility to review and understand, but I may point out a few depending on your case. You're all here today on criminal matters, which means you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded. It is also being broadcast live. I will only ask you for your name and for your date of birth. There may be victims watching the live stream, so I will read the victim rights advisement and then we'll begin with your hearings. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin with your hearings. I will call you in one at a time. When it is your turn, please come to the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I will call a second person's name to have a seat by the chairs right there by the door. Once in a while, I may need to pause the hearings in order to handle warrants. If that's the case, please remain seated and wait until your name is called before you enter the hearing room. At the end of your hearing, you'll be provided with paperwork, and on this paperwork will have all the information I'm about to give you: your attorney's phone number, the courthouse phone number, where and when your next hearing will be, and of course those release conditions that you do need to review. We'll begin this morning with Theron Reese. Please come to the podium, and then after that will be Kevin Ponce or Ponce. Have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Theron Reese, 12/10/1981.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a grand jury warrant. It's alleged that in 2021, you may have committed aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a Class 3 felony, and then endangerment, which is a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix. It's a not guilty arraignment on May 5th at 8:30 in the morning. The grand jury found probable cause and issued a warrant for your arrest. It does carry a $50,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post that bond follow your release conditions, and go to your next hearing. If you're not able to post the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Kevin Ponce, please come to the podium. Brian McConaughey, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Kevin Ponce, 05/11/2004.
Thank you, sir. I apologize for saying your name incorrectly. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case. It's alleged you may have committed aggravated assault, which is a Class 3 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release on this matter under a $5,000 secured appearance bond with electronic monitoring and very strict conditions. They include not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants, not to have any weapons, possess or consume any alcohol, and also not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription, and that includes marijuana, THC, and CBD. Your other matter here today, sir, is a new case that's alleging, or excuse me, we just did the new case. Your other matter is a justice court warrant, and that's out of the Arrowhead Justice Court. So this warrant has been, you've been through twice now in the IA court for this warrant. So you have an attorney appointed, but only in the matter of bond. If you're able to post your bond, you can hire an attorney for you, or you can represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Arrowhead Justice Court on April 30th, 8:30 in the morning, and the bond is set at $300. If you're able to post both bonds, make sure you go to both hearings. The Arrowhead one is first, and then downtown Phoenix. If you're not able to post your bonds, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Brian McConaughey, please come to the podium. Devin Locklear, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Brian Lloyd McConaughey, July 2nd, 1957.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case. On your new case, it was alleged you had drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and that you were criminally trespassing as a misdemeanor. This court found probable cause on those two allegations. It was also alleged you had narcotic drugs in your possession, but this court did not find probable cause. That does not mean this allegation is dismissed. The state may still bring additional evidence such as testing to prove it, but for right now there's no PC or probable cause on that. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. On your new case, you have a $1,000 secured appearance bond. Your other matter here today is your probation violation warrant. So you have a warrant out that's alleging you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is May 4th, 8:30 in the morning as well. So you'll have similar to this, where they have the two galleries and you wait for your name to be called for each of those hearings. On your probation matter, you do have bond, and it's $500. So it's $1,500 secured appearance bond. If you are able to post your bond, call your probation officer and then go to your hearing. Follow your terms and conditions of probation. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Devin Locklear, please come to the podium. Thomas Garcia, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Devon Locklear, November 8th, 1997.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 matters. They're all probation violation warrants. They're all alleging that you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearings are all set for May 4th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix. Your bonds carry various amounts, but they add up to $750. So the first one is $150, the next one's $450, and the last one is $150. So it's $750 total.
All
If
right.
you're able to post it, call your probation officer within 24 hours of release and go to your hearing.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
please
you.
take your paperwork, sir. Thomas Garcia, please come to the podium. Christopher Alvarez, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is Thomas Garcia, 42882.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3 and 5. An attorney has been appointed for you in your next hearings downtown Phoenix on May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You do have a $750 bond on your warrant. If you're able to post it, call your probation officer, go to your hearing, and follow your terms of probation. If you cannot post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Christopher Alvarez, please come to the podium. David Caswell, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christopher Alvarez, May 21st, 1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here on 2 matters today, and it looks like they are both probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. On both of your matters, they do carry bond. It looks like they're each $250, so it's $500 secured total. If you're able to post it, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. Follow your terms and conditions of probation. Okay, please take your paperwork. Thank you. David Caswell, please come to the podium. Linda Price, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
David Caswell, July 3rd, 1997.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a probation violation warrant. It's alleged that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5, and that you've been unknown whereabouts since August 15th of last year. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is May 4th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You are eligible for release under a $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post the bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. Follow your terms of probation. If you're not able to post the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Linda Price, please come to the podium. Brian Yates, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Linda Price, 8/30/75.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging vulnerable adult abuse, which is a Class 5 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. Due to the nature of the allegations, you are going to be released under pretrial services with electronic monitoring that has a curfew. So that means you do need to let them know about your commitments and obligations so they can program that in. And you will need to wait for the people to actually come to work to install the electronic monitoring before you can be released. So that will be a few hours. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. You are also not to have weapons, possess or consume alcohol, or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. And that does include things like marijuana, THC, and CBD products. If an order of protection is issued against you, be sure to comply with that court order. And then I just need to caution you that the no victim contact order in this case, if you were to violate that while the case is ongoing, it may result in additional felony violations alleged, and that would mean that you would not be eligible for bail going forward.
Okay.
So that's just very serious.
Yeah.
Okay, please take your paperwork, ma'am. Brian Yates, please come to the podium. Jacob Kelly, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Brian Yates, 07/03/2004.
Thank you, sir. You're here on two cases. The first one is a new case, and it is alleging that you were shoplifting, which is a Class 6 felony, and also that you passively resisted arrest as a misdemeanor. So this court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is May 12th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix, and you are going to be released under pretrial services. That means you do need to call them within 72 hours of your release. Your second matter here today is a municipal court warrant. It's an old warrant, post-adjudication, so no attorney has been appointed for you, but you do have a hearing at Peoria Municipal Court. That will be on May 18th at 9 in the morning. So you are still going to be released today without a bond on your promise to go get this taken care of. And I'd like you to understand this warrant is still valid until you contact Peoria Court and get it resolved. So if you were to have another law enforcement encounter, they would see a valid warrant. So it's important for you to call Peoria, to go to your hearing, to get this resolved. Otherwise, you have this outstanding warrant just following you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Please
Your
take
Honor.
your paperwork. Jacob Kelly, please come to the podium. Veronica Sutton, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jacob Daniel Kelly, 10/24/95.
Thank you, sir. You're here on two matters. The first one is a new case, and it's alleging aggravated driving under the influence, which is a Class 4 felony. An attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under the supervision of your probation officer. So make sure you follow your normal terms and conditions of probation. Your other matter here today is that new Term 1 allegation for your probation. Anytime there's new alleged criminal activity, it does result in a violation. So an attorney has also been appointed for you in your probation case. Your probation case is sooner. Its next hearing is May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. So when you are released in a few hours, make sure you call your probation officer, let them know about your two court dates, follow your terms and conditions of probation, and then go to the two court dates in May.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Veronica Sutton, please come to the podium. Blakely Craig, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Veronica Sutton, September 6, 2002.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a new municipal court case alleging assault. Because this may be a domestic violence matter, an attorney has been appointed to assist you.
Okay.
Your next hearing is at the Buckeye Municipal Court on May 12th, and that's at 2 in the afternoon. You are being released without the no victim contact requirement, so you can have contact.
Okay.
However, if they were to file an order of protection, you need to comply with any future court orders.
Okay.
All right. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Blakely Craig, please come to the podium. Robert Smith, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Blakely Craig, January 26, 1977.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. The new case is alleging one count of aggravated assault an adult on a minor under 15, which is a Class 2 felony. Also, one count of criminal damage, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney, did not appoint an attorney for you because there is not a finding of indigency. So this court believes you are able to hire an attorney to represent you. Do you have testimony to the contrary?
No.
Okay. Your next hearing will be May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing. There was many things considered. There was a victim impact statement that was provided. This court did consider it. But also, under the Arizona criminal rules, and it's Rule 7.2A2, it is stated the defendant must be released, OR, unless additional release conditions are reasonably necessary to assure appearance, protect the victims, other people, or the community from harm. And so this court has determined that releasing you on your promise is sufficient as long as you also promise to follow the conditions. So the conditions include that you will not initiate any contact with the alleged victim or victims. You're not to have any physical contact with any alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to leave the state. You may return to your own residence, but you are not to approach the alleged victim's home. I don't even know if you know where it is, and you don't have to tell me, or linger or loiter in common areas of the property near 907 North 111th Street. That was where the offense is listed on the law enforcement report. Longer than what is necessary to come and go from your own residential area while the case is pending. So basically, this court is not ordering you on house arrest. It is not ordering electronic monitoring, but it is ordering you that when you're in your neighborhood, stay in your own home and don't be out where you may encounter those victims.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I do.
Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Robert Smith, please come to the podium. Candace Fletcher, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Robert Smith, date of birth October 24th, 1994.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're here on a new case alleging shoplifting as a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to the hearing and follow the release conditions, and they do include you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. You are also not allowed to leave the state without written permission from the court.
Understood, Judge.
All right, please take your paperwork. Thank you. Candace Fletcher, please come to the podium. Yasmin Hinojosa, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Candace Fletcher, March 15th, 1987.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a new case alleging you had narcotic drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. This court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is May 12th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix, and you are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing. You do have release conditions. They are the standard release conditions for someone's on probation. It's our understanding that you may be on probation out of Pinal County, so you'll definitely want to give your probation officer a call, let them know you've had this contact and that you will be going to your next hearing.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork, ma'am. Yasmin Hinojosa, please come to the podium. Candace Wright, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Yasmin Hinojosa, 12/11/1997.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a new case. It was alleged that you were driving under the influence with a combination, which is alleged as a misdemeanor, and then aggravated driving under the influence because you had passengers under 15 years old. That is alleged as a Class 6 felony. So this court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being released today on your promise to go to the hearing and follow the conditions. The conditions include you may not possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. That does include things like marijuana, THC, and CBD. You may also not possess or consume any alcohol between now and your next hearing date. You also may not drive with anyone under 18 years of age until you go see the next judge.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork, ma'am.
Thank you.
Candice Wright, please come to the podium, and then we'll have Jesus Castro Gastelum. Please say your name and date of birth.
Candace Wright, 8/13/84.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a new case alleging that you had dangerous drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony. This court did not find probable cause. However, the allegation is not dismissed. The state may still bring additional evidence to prove that. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Their phone number will be on your paperwork. Your next hearing date will be May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being released today with no release conditions, just that you do need to go to that hearing or they might issue a warrant for your arrest. Please take your paperwork, ma'am.
Hi, this is your Spanish interpreter. I'm ready to assist you with this call.
Thank you. My name is Commissioner Gentry, and I first need to ask you if you will swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English into Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish into English exactly as we say them or to the best of your ability.
I swear.
Thank you. We will begin. Mr. Gastelum, please come to the podium.
Señor Castellón, por favor, venga al podio.
You are here today on a criminal matter, so you have the right to remain silent.
Usted está aquí el día de hoy por un caso criminal, por lo cual tiene el derecho a permanecer en silencio.
This hearing is being recorded, and it is also being broadcast live.
Esta audiencia está siendo grabada y está siendo transmitida en vivo.
Please wait for the interpreter to finish speaking before you speak, even if you do understand some English.
Por favor, espere que el intérprete termine de interpretar, incluso si usted entiende algo de inglés.
Okay. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Diga, por favor, su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
Jesús Osvaldo Castro Gastelo, 16 de octubre del 2001.
Okay. So it is Jesus Osvaldo Castro Gastelo, October 16, 2001.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case.
Gracias, señor. Usted está aquí el día de hoy por un nuevo caso.
It was alleged that you had a weapon and you're prohibited from having one. That is a Class 4 felony.
Se alega que usted tiene un arma y usted se le tenía prohibido tener una. Es un delito grave de clase 4.
Also, that you discharged a firearm within the city limits. That is a Class 6 felony.
También se alega que usted cargó un arma de fuego dentro de los límites de la ciudad y ese es un delito grave de clase 6.
An attorney has been appointed to assist you.
Un abogado ha sido colocado para asistirle a usted.
Your next hearing is May 4th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, you break up. You said May 4?
Yes, May 4th.
Thank you so very much. Su siguiente audiencia es en mayo 4 a las 8:30 de la mañana en el centro de Phoenix.
You have a secured appearance bond of $50.
Usted tiene, en este caso, una fianza de comparecencia asegurada o garantizada de $50.
This is a placeholder bond to ensure that you remain in Maricopa County custody to deal with this case.
Este es un vínculo, en este caso, o una fianza para asegurar su comparecencia y asegurar que usted permanezca en custodia para este caso.
If you pay this bond, it appears that you would be in ICE custody instead, and Maricopa would not be able to finish this case with you.
Muy bien. En este caso, si usted paga esa fianza, estaría entonces en custodia de ICE. Y el condado de Maricopa no podría finalizar este caso con usted.
Okay. So that is your choice. If you pay the bond, Maricopa County will not have custody of you.
Por eso esta sería su elección. Si usted paga la fianza, el condado de Maricopa ya no tendría custodia de usted.
Okay. If you do not pay the bond, you should stay in Maricopa County custody.
Y si usted sí paga la fianza, usted se quedará bajo la custodia del condado de Maricopa.
This information is on your paperwork as well as your attorney's phone number.
Esta información estará en su papeleo, así como también el número de teléfono de su abogado.
Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Por favor, tome su papeleo, caballero.
Okay. We do have one more defendant.
Sure.
Mr.
I'm ready.
Hector Alvarado, please come to the podium.
Señor Héctor, por favor, acérquese al podio. And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I did not intend to talk over you. It's just that I noticed that there's a little delay when I talk.
I'll make sure to wait. I apologize.
No, don't worry.
Okay.
Hi.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Hector Alvarado, 09/17/1971.
Okay, and we'll begin now for the translator. So please wait for the translator to finish speaking before you speak, even if you do understand some English.
Muy bien, señor. Soy su intérprete del día de hoy. Voy a ayudarle a interpretar con la señorita. Permita que la interpretación sea finalizada antes de poder proceder, incluso si usted entiende inglés.
Okay.
Okay.
You are here today on a criminal case, so you do have the right to remain silent.
Usted está el día de hoy acá en un caso criminal, por lo cual usted tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio.
Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded.
Todo lo que usted diga o haga podría ser sostenido contra usted, y esta audiencia está siendo grabada.
Okay. You are here today on a new case alleging 2 counts of sexual conduct with a minor, which is a Class 2 felony.
Usted está aquí el día de hoy debido a un nuevo caso. Se alegan 2 cargos de conducta sexual con un menor, un delito grave de clase.
An attorney has been appointed to assist you at your next hearing.
Un abogado ha sido apuntado para asistirle en su siguiente audiencia.
Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 4th at 8:30 in the morning.
La siguiente audiencia es en el centro de Phoenix, mayo 4 a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Under Arizona law, you are still eligible for release.
Bajo la ley de Arizona, usted todavía es elegible para liberación.
Bond is set at $50,000 secured with an electronic monitoring device.
En este caso se ha colocado la fianza por una cantidad de $50,000, en este caso de comparecencia asegurada con un monitor electrónico.
The device would restrict where you can go, so you would need to tell pretrial services about any commitments like work.
Okay. En este caso, el monitor electrónico va a restringir donde usted puede ir, por lo cual tiene que decirle a los servicios de prejuicio dónde es que usted tiene que ir, como por ejemplo en algún compromiso como trabajo.
Okay. If you are able to post bond, you do have conditions, and they include you're not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime.
Si ustedes le es posible pagar esa fianza, hay condiciones para la liberación. Estas incluyen no volver a la escena del crimen.
You're not to have any contact with any alleged victims, witnesses, or complainants.
En este caso, usted no puede tener contacto con ninguna de las víctimas, con los testigos o con ninguna quejante.
You're not to have contact with minors.
No puede tener ningún contacto con menores.
You're not to leave the state.
No puede dejar el estado.
And you must obey any order of protection that is issued against you.
Y debe obedecer cualquier orden de protección que sea emitida contra usted.
If you post bond and you need to retrieve your personal items from your residence, you may go one time with law enforcement.
Si usted paga la fianza y necesita retirar algún artículo personal de la residencia, usted podrá ir una sola vez y deberá ir con las fuerzas de la ley.
Call law enforcement first and then go together to pick up your items.
Primero llamará a las fuerzas de la ley y después irá junto con ellos a recoger sus artículos.
Whether you are in custody or out of custody, the no victim contact order applies.
Ya sea que esté bajo custodia o fuera de custodia, la orden que se le ha dado de no tener contacto con las víctimas siempre aplica.
Okay. All of this is written out on your paperwork, including your attorney's phone number.
Todo esto está escrito en su papeleo, incluyendo el número de teléfono de su abogado.
Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Por favor, tome su papeleo, señora.
For the translator, thank you so much for your service to the court. We could not have had the hearing without you.
It's been a pleasure to assist Commissioner Gentry. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for choosing Limerick.
We have one remaining defendant on the 2 a.m. calendar, and this is Maya Hogue, or Hogue, date of birth 1/5/2006. She's unable to function. She has a new case alleging burglary in the second degree, which is a Class 3 felony. This court found probable cause, appointed an attorney, and her next hearing is May 4th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. She does have a $10,000 secured appearance bond. The victim impact statement was considered. She did score OR on the pretrial assessment tool, and so a balance was required in order to determine what is reasonably necessary to assure her appearance, protect victims, and the community from harm. So the court did make a decision considering the victim impact statement as well as the multiple offenses that were alleged in Mississippi just this year, and did come to the determination $10,000 with pretrial services would be sufficient. She does have release conditions that include not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. She must obey any injunction against harassment that might be issued, and she will be warned that the no victim contact order in this case will be enforced whether she's in custody or out of custody. There are no other defendants on this calendar, so it's not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they'll be reflected on the written order. At this time, the 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess till 5 a.m.
I can't pick on that higher speed. People dying. I think I try to check. No, too much. No, that's been happening long before. You should I'm sure to read that. Yeah, thank you. All right. Let me skip for the last one.
Number 6? Okay. Please be seated. Good morning. This is the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for April 27th, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that was given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your release conditions are, and any bond amount required. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility, but I may review some of them with you depending on your case. You are all here today on criminal matters. That means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded. It is also being broadcast live. I will only ask you for your name and for your date of birth. We may have victims watching the live feed, so I will read the victim rights advisements and then we'll begin with your hearings. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin with your hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When it's your turn, please come to the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I will call a second person's name. Please have a seat in those chairs right there by the door. Once in a while, I may need to pause the hearing to handle warrants. If that's the case, just please remain seated until your name is called and you come into the hearing room. At the end of the hearing, they'll give you your paperwork. On the paperwork, it has the information like your attorney's phone number, the phone number to the courthouse, and the date, time, and location of your next hearing, as well as those release conditions that you need to review. We'll begin this morning with Malik Nosh. Please come to the podium. After that will be Michael Hatmaker. Please have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Malik Knox, November 24th, 2002.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you may have committed one count, unlawful flight from law enforcement, which is a Class 5 felony. One count, resisting arrest with physical injury, which is a Class 6 felony. And then driving under the influence with a combination as a misdemeanor, failing to obey police, and reckless driving also as misdemeanors. This court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It is under a $1,500 secured appearance bond. That means you can use a bail bond company. And the reason why is because of the allegations of unsafe driving, failure to follow law enforcement commands, having an open container of liquor, possibly marijuana, and a loaded firearm in the vehicle. So that is why you have bond today. Part of your release conditions are you're not to possess any weapons, possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. That includes marijuana, THC, and CBD products. Also, don't possess or consume any alcohol between now and your next hearing date, and do not leave the state without written permission from the court. If you're not able to post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael Hatmaker, please come to the podium. Christiana Begay, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Michael Hatmaker, 3/28/96.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It appears that they are, let's see, one of them is an arrest warrant. So back in November of 2025, you may have had dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 6 felony. The state has now brought charges against you. An attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing on this new matter is May 4th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. When they issued the warrant for you, it carried a $500 bond, and this court's going to affirm that. Looks like you're already on probation, and so you have your regular terms of probation as your release conditions. And your second matter here today is a probation violation warrant. It's alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5. So an attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is the same day, May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. It's similar to this where there is the gallery and they just take people in turn. So make sure if you're out of custody that you go to both hearings, the one in probation and the new case. If you're not out of custody, they will transport you to those hearings. And your bond is $100 for your probation case. So that's $600 total. If you're able to post your bond, call your probation officer, go to your 2 hearings. If you're not, you'll stay in custody and be transported to those hearings. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Christiana Begay, please come to the podium. Raul Lopez, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christiana Begay, 12/13/97.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today because you failed to go to your status conference on the 10th of April. So
Yeah.
you have an attorney already in your case.
Okay.
Your next hearing is now May 4th at 8:30 in the morning. When you didn't attend your status conference, they issued a warrant for your arrest, and it does carry a $500
It was
bond.
only because I had to go to a family funeral on the reservation.
I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sorry for your loss. You do have an attorney, so if something comes up, you need to communicate with them so they can put in a motion to quash the warrant. That hasn't happened in your case, and so this warrant is still valid. So there is a $500 warrant. If you're able to post it, make sure you go to your next hearing.
Okay.
If you're not able to post it, you will stay in custody and you'll be transported to your next hearing. Okay, please take your paperwork, ma'am. Raul Lopez, please come to the podium. Stephanie Smith, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Raul Francisco Lopez, September 13, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on the two matters. The first one's a new case. It's alleged that you had a weapon and you're prohibited from having one. That's a Class 4 felony. This court found probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 4th, 8:30 in the morning, and you are eligible for release. This one has a $50 placeholder bond because you have another warrant with your probation case.
Yes,
So your release conditions are the same as your terms of probation. Your other matter here today is your probation violation warrant. It is alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5. An attorney has been appointed for you, and your next hearing is the same day, May 4th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. So you'll have those two different courtrooms you need to go to if you're out of custody.
Yes, sir.
If you're in custody, they'll take you to both courtrooms. Your probation warrant does carry a $300 bond. So that's $350 secured. If you're able to post it, make sure you go, call your probation officer. If you can't post it, you'll stay in custody and be transported. All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Stephanie Smith, please come to the podium. Aaron Sheets, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Stephanie Smith, 5683.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging organized retail theft, which is a Class 4 felony, and then shoplifting with an artifice, which is also a Class 4 felony. That means you concealed it into something. So an attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under pretrial services supervision.
Okay.
That means in a few hours when you're released, call pretrial services
Okay.
and check in with them, and they will give you your schedule for when you need to contact them. Also, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainant. Make sure you read your release conditions carefully and go to your hearing.
Okay.
If you fail to attend your hearing, they will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Please take your paperwork. Thank you, ma'am. Aaron Sheet, please come to the podium. And then Jordan Duval, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Aaron Sheets, 6/23/1979.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new case. It was alleged you may have caused criminal damage, which is a Class 4 felony, and that's based on the dollar amount alleged. Also contributing to the delinquency of a minor, that is alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release, and it will be under pretrial services. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Specifically, you may not return to the Arrowhead Lakes neighborhood while this case is pending. Review the rest of your release conditions carefully so you don't accidentally violate them.
Understood.
Please take your paperwork, sir. Jordan Duval, please come to the podium. Destiny Blunt, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jordan Tyler Duval, October 3rd, 1998.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant. It's alleging that you have not paid, and it's back from a 2024 offense. So they keep issuing warrants for you. And just so you know, the bond from Manistee Justice Court is up to $817. So we are going to release you today with no bond, but you need to go get this taken care of, okay? So no counsel can be appointed because it's just a failure to pay at this point. If you want to fight this, you can hire an attorney or represent yourself, but most likely what you need to do is make a payment plan with Manistee. So your next hearing with Manistee Justice Court is May 13th at 10:30 in the morning. You are going to be released. There are phone numbers on your paperwork. But I would like you to understand, sir, that even though you're going to be released today, this warrant is still outstanding until Manistee says it's resolved. So you've got to contact them. Otherwise, any new contact with law enforcement, you'll end up back here again. All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Destiny Blunt, please come to the podium. And then Joaquin Bereza Torres, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Destiny Blunt, 10/06/1999.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging unlawful means of transportation, Class 5 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning, and you are going to be released today on your promise to go to that next hearing. Make sure you don't have any contact with the alleged victim, witness, or complainant. Understand there might have been some texting, so even if they text you, just no contact with the alleged victim until you talk to the next judge. Okay, make sure you go to your next hearing or they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. Do not leave the state of Arizona without court approval. All right, please take your paperwork, ma'am.
Thank you.
Joaquin Bereza Torres, please come to the podium. And then Angelica Hernandez.
Hello.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joaquin, and August 27, 1996.
Okay. And you're here on a new case today, sir. It's alleged that you had drug paraphernalia in your possession. That's a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th, 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing. Some of the conditions do include that you're not to leave the state and you're not to have any drugs without a valid prescription. Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Yeah, we're ready for Spanish.
Superior Court.
Para que puedan comunicarse.
Good morning, this is Commissioner Gentry. Is this the Spanish language interpreter?
Buenos días, es la comisionada Gentry y está la intérprete en español.
Okay. Before we begin, I need to ask if you will swear or affirm to directly translate my words from English to Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish to English exactly as we say them.
I do.
Thank you. Let us begin. Ms. Angelica Hernandez, please come to the podium.
Señora Angélica Hernández, por favor, acérquese al podio.
You are here today on a criminal case.
Angelica Hernandez, 1120.
Usted está aquí a cargo de un caso criminal. Angélica Hernández.
Yes. Sí.
Okay. Please
Yes.
wait for the translator to finish speaking before you speak.
Oh.
We need to make a record.
Okay.
Por favor, espere hasta que el intérprete termine de hablar para que podamos hacer el expediente. ¿Está bien?
Okay, yes.
Because you have requested a Spanish language translator, I will speak in English, the translator will translate, and you should speak in Spanish.
Okay, I know English too. I speak English.
Do you not want a translator
No,
today?
no.
You do not want a translator? Okay. For the translator, thank you very much for your attendance, but the defendant has declined the translator.
Thank you very much for calling Lionbridge. Interpreter 5176 disconnecting.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll start again.
Yes.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Angelica Hernandez, 11/27/96.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged you may have committed aggravated assault, which is a class 4 felony, as well as criminal damage, which is a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on May 12th at 8:30 in the morning. You will be released today under pretrial services, so once you're released, you'll need to give them a call. You will also have electronic monitoring. So you need to let pretrial services know about any work or school obligations or commitments, and they'll program that into your electronic monitoring device. You're not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witness, or complainant. I do understand that is your residence, so you may go one time, but you have to go with law enforcement. So you call local law enforcement first and then go together to pick up necessary things like medication, identification, your clothing that you need, but you can't live there. You may not possess weapons, possess or consume alcohol or any drugs without a valid prescription. And if an order of protection is issued against you, be sure to follow that court order.
One question. Is it it's already submitted, like an order of protection, it's already?
I don't see one yet, but if one is submitted, you have to follow it.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Okay, yeah, I don't see one yet. So between now and your next hearing date, no victim contact. Even if they contact you first.
It was a door. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So you don't want to talk about the merits of your case.
Oh,
just your release conditions.
Oh, okay.
If you have questions about your case, you should call your attorney. Their phone number is on your paperwork.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Please take your paperwork. Thank you. We do have one house call, and this person is unable to function in the courtroom. His name is Jake Torres, date of birth 12/27/2002. There was a victim impact statement submitted that was reviewed. This is a new municipal court case alleging criminal trespass in the 3rd degree as a misdemeanor. Because of the way this is alleged, no attorney has been appointed, so he'd need to hire his own counsel or represent himself. His next hearing is at the Goodyear Municipal Court on May 13th at 1 in the afternoon, and he is going to be released on his promise to go to the hearing as well as follow the release conditions that do include not to return to the scene of the alleged crime and not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. And he may not possess weapons, drugs without a valid prescription. It is not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they will be reflected in the written order. At this time, the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess until 8 a.m.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Gracias.
Can you please state your name, sir?
Señor, ¿me puede decir su nombre, por favor?
Adrián Martín Maldonado Hernández.
Adrián Martín Maldonado Hernández.
All right. Mr. Maldonado, this is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your release conditions. Before we do that, let me advise you, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
Bueno, señor Maldonado, usted está aquí para su comparecencia inicial. Le voy a leer las acusaciones y también las condiciones de liberación. Pero antes de todo eso, le voy a advertir que usted se presume que es inocente, tiene el derecho de permanecer callado y todo lo que diga será utilizado en su contra.
You have the right to an attorney, sir. I'm going to be appointing the legal defender's office to represent you on your felony charges, sir.
Y señor, usted tiene el derecho de ser representado por un abogado y le voy a asignar al defensor legal para que lo represente en los delitos graves.
Give me 1 second to pull up your file, sir, and we'll see what your charges are.
Déjeme sacar su archivo y su expediente para decirle cuáles son las acusaciones en su contra.
All right, sir, you are being charged with 4 different felony charges: arson of an occupied structure, criminal damage, aggravated domestic violence, and domestic violence aggravated harassment.
Bueno, señor, usted tiene 4 diferentes acusaciones de delito grave. Tiene incendio provocado, tiene daños a la propiedad, tiene agresión que se considera violencia doméstica y también tiene otra acusación de agresión de violencia doméstica y es intimidación.
The state also alleged that you have a pending felony case out of Pima County Superior Court, Mr. Maldonado.
Y señor Maldonado, la fiscalía también presume que usted tiene un caso pendiente en el Tribunal Superior.
Mr. Gant, my inclination was a $20,000 cash or secured bond. I see that you would like me to do a no bond hearing. Is that still your position?
That's correct, Judge.
All right.
Bueno, dice el juez, yo quisiera fijar una fianza de $20,000, pero estoy viendo que la recomendación del fiscal es que haya una audiencia para que se le pueda, para determinar si el señor tiene derecho a fianza. ¿Es eso correcto, fiscal? Y el fiscal dice que sí.
Mr. Maldonado, the state's alleging that you are unable to post bond or that you shall be unable to post bond. They, however, have to go through a hearing and a process to prove to a judge that you should be held without the ability to post bond. I'm going to set that hearing, sir, on May 1st at 1:30 p.m. The legal defender, sir, will be able to assist you at that hearing.
Bueno, señor Maldonado, la fiscalía dice que usted quizás no tenga la capacidad de poder pagar la fianza. Entonces, lo que vamos a hacer es empezar un proceso, una audiencia, y en esa audiencia hay que probarle al juez que usted no tiene la capacidad de pagar fianza. Entonces, le voy a fijar esa audiencia para determinar la fianza el 1 de mayo a la 1:30 de la tarde, y en esa audiencia va a estar el defensor público abogando por usted.
I am going to order, sir, that you have no contact with the alleged victims at this time, though.
Sí le voy a ordenar desde ahorita que usted no puede tener contacto con las presuntas víctimas de este caso.
I'm also seeing you on a misdemeanor charge, sir, for driving with a suspended license.
Y también tiene un delito menor por conducir un vehículo con una licencia suspendida.
On that case, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond.
Y en ese caso le voy a fijar fianza de $500 en efectivo.
Set court for May 7th at 8:30 a.m. and appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you in that matter.
Y, señor, esa audiencia se va a llevar a cabo el 7 de mayo a las 8:30 de la mañana y le voy a asignar a Jen Struller para que lo pueda representar.
And with that, sir, you're excused.
Y con eso se puede retirar, señor.
¿Puedo salir ahora? No sabes.
Am I being released today?
No, sir. You're not.
No, señor.
There is no bond you can post at this time to be released. You're going to have to wait until your next court date to determine whether or not you're even eligible to post a bond.
No, señor, porque no se le fijó fianza. Usted va a tener una audiencia y en esa audiencia se va a determinar si usted cumple con los requisitos para que se le fije fianza.
Entonces me voy a quedar aquí.
So I'm going to stay here.
Yes, sir.
Sí, señor.
Toronto. Yes.
Good morning. Your name, please, sir.
Buenos días, ¿me dice su nombre, por favor?
Germán Medrano, Portillo.
Germán Medrano Portillo.
Mr. Medrano, I am seeing you on charges, sir. Of domestic violence, aggravated assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence assault, sir. These are all allegations that occurred on or about April 26th. Sir, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
Señor Medrano, usted tiene una acusación por violencia doméstica que específicamente fue agresión con agravantes. También tiene alteración al orden público. Tiene otra acusación de daños a la propiedad y otro por agresión que se considera violencia doméstica. Se presume que todo esto sucedió el día 26 de abril y se presume que usted es inocente y tiene el derecho de permanecer callado. Todo lo que diga puede y será utilizado en su contra.
Sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you in this matter.
Y le voy a asignar al defensor público para que lo pueda representar en este asunto.
And we're going to go over your conditions of release right now, sir. Before we do that, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement and from pretrial services, and I'll take arguments from both the prosecutor's office and your attorney who's assisting you right now.
Bueno, y vamos a hablar también de las condiciones de liberación, pero antes de hablar de las condiciones de liberación, le quiero avisar que yo ya revisé el informe que me mandó los agentes del orden público y también la agencia previa al juicio. Y vamos a escuchar los argumentos y comentarios del fiscal y también del abogado defensor que está sentado enseguida de usted.
All right. Mr. Medrano, the state's asking for a $40,000 bond. My inclination to both counsel was a $20,000 cash or secured bond with orders not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms, monitoring as directed by pretrial services if he posts bond, and no contact with the alleged victims, and not to go to the victim's residence or workplace. Does either party wish to be heard?
Bueno, señor Medrano, le dice el juez, la fiscalía está solicitando que se le fije fianza de $40,000, pero yo estoy considerando fijarle una fianza de $20,000 en efectivo o en garantía. Y también, junto con eso, ordenarle que usted no puede consumir bebidas alcohólicas ni drogas ilegales, no puede poseer arma de fuego. Y si usted deposita la fianza y sale, quedaría bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio. Y también le ordenaría yo que usted no puede tener contacto con las víctimas, ni volver al lugar donde viven las víctimas, ni donde trabajan las víctimas. Y ahora pide el juez que si quiere hacer algún comentario el fiscal.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
I would like to be heard, Judge, and I'm sorry, do you want to represent?
La fianza,
How about you let me talk? Okay?
no, la fianza se puede pagar.
I can't understand.
Señor, señor.
Saying, but if you could tell him that my advice is that I am here to make an argument for him, and I'm going to do that, and he does not need to make any statements right now.
Señor, le dice su abogado defensor para el propósito de hoy. Usted no, permítame hablar a mí, dice el abogado. Yo voy a hablar de parte suya, voy a hacer un argumento con el juez. Usted no necesita dar una declaración en este momento.
Okay, Mr. Pauls, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I'd like to point out a couple of things. I'd ask for pretrial release. We don't object to the conditions, no contact and all that. But I think pretrial release is appropriate. This gentleman is 49 years old. He's been a resident of Tucson for 24 years. The listed victim in the assessment pretrial says that she does not object to his release from custody. He has no felony history. And I believe he has one misdemeanor from 2012. So I guess if my math's right, that's 14 years ago. So given that there's very, very little history, he does show as self-employed. I think that pretrial service release would be appropriate in this case.
Bueno, dice su abogado defensor, su señoría, estamos pidiendo que el señor quede libre, pero bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio, porque estamos de acuerdo con las condiciones de liberación, de no tener contacto con las víctimas y más. Pero creo que sería muy apropiado que él quede bajo la supervisión de esta agencia, porque el señor ha sido residente por 24 años del condado de Pima, ya tiene 49 años de edad, y la víctima misma, la que está escrita en los reportes, ella misma no se opone al que el señor quede libre. También el señor no tiene antecedentes penales y tiene un delito menor en el 2012. O sea, si mis cuentas no me fallan, hace 14 años de esto. Tiene muy poco historial penal y tiene trabajo, entonces yo pienso que sería una buena idea soltarlo a los servicios previos al juicio.
Mr. Medrano, your attorney makes good arguments. That was my initial inclination prior to reading the statement of probable cause and the Form 4C release questionnaire, sir. After reading the statement of probable cause and the Form 4C intimate partner risk assessment, I decided that a $20,000 cash or secured bond was appropriate. The court's going to stand by that determination.
Bueno, señor, le dice el juez, su abogado hizo muy buenos argumentos y de hecho mi preferencia inicial era reducirle la fianza y también yo ya evalué todo lo que me indican en los informes de motivos fundados y también el cuestionario de riesgo. Entonces, después de haber leído todo eso, yo le fijaría fianza de $20,000 en efectivo o asegurado. Creo que eso sería lo más apropiado.
Next court date, sir, is May 7 at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. Actually, at this point in time, it might go. So, sir, please contact your attorney within the next couple of days, and they will advise you on what to be prepared for regarding May 7th.
Bueno, señor, su próxima audiencia va a ser el 7 de mayo a la 1:30 de la tarde. Por favor, manténganse en comunicación con su abogado y póngase en comunicación con él para ver cómo se puede preparar para esa audiencia del 7 de mayo.
And with that, sir, you're excused.
Y con eso ya se puede retirar. Gracias.
Gracias.
Your name, please, sir?
Su nombre, señor.
Nemesio Sánchez Basaldúa.
Nemesio Sánchez Basaldúa.
All right, Sir Sanchez Basaldua, I am seeing you today for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your conditions of release. Before we do that, know that you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
Bueno, señor Sánchez Basaldúa, usted está aquí esta mañana para la comparecencia inicial. Le voy a leer las acusaciones y también las condiciones de liberación, pero antes de hacer eso, le voy a advertir que se presume que usted es inocente y tiene el derecho de permanecer callado. Todo lo que diga puede y será utilizado en su contra.
Sir, if I order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and to not return to their residence or workplace, will you agree to that, sir?
Señor, si yo ordeno que usted salga libre, pero no puede tener contacto con las presuntas víctimas y tampoco puede volver al lugar donde ellas viven o de donde ellas trabajan, ¿usted estaría de acuerdo y obedecería? Señor Sánchez.
Will you agree to that, sir?
Yes.
Sir, I'm going to order then no contact with the alleged victim. You cannot go to their residence or workplace. Mr. Sanchez, do you have any belongings at the alleged victim's residence?
Bueno, voy a ordenar entonces que usted no puede tener contacto con las presuntas víctimas, usted no puede volver al lugar donde viven o donde trabajan las presuntas víctimas. Señor Sánchez, le pregunta el juez, ¿usted tiene pertenencias personales en donde vive la presunta víctima?
No.
No.
Right. Your next court date, sir, is going to be May 26th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. I will release you on your promise to appear, sir. I'm also going to consolidate any civil matters in Tucson City Court.
Bueno, señor, su próxima audiencia va a ser el 26 de mayo a la 1:30 de la tarde ante la honorable juez Millian. Y usted debe de comparecer a esa audiencia y le vamos a consolidar los otros casos en City Court.
The civil matter I'm referring to, sir, is driving without a license.
El otro asunto en lo civil que usted tiene pendiente es conducir sin una licencia válida.
I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, sir, and with that, you're excused.
Y voy a presentar una declaración de no culpable. Y con eso, señor, ya terminamos por hoy y se puede retirar.
Thank you, Haiti.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I want to let you know Jose Aguila is still at the hospital.
Okay.
For medical reasons, he won't be making it today.
Heard that. Thank you. I will continue Mr. Aguila until tonight. Hold on. All right. And you said, I'm sorry, that was Mr. Ross, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning. Your name, please, sir?
Abdul Mohsin Abdul Jabbar.
All right, Mr. Abdul Jabari. Sorry about that. Sir,
Fine.
this is the time set for a review hearing for you, sir. It looks like you have a Maricopa County warrant. We're going to reset a review hearing, sir, for May 27th. We just want to make sure that if you finish your Pima County case, you're either brought to Maricopa County, sir, or at least released from the jail. We just don't want you sitting around in the jail for no reason. Okay, sir?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, you're excused.
Right. So I still have the bond.
You still have the
All right.
bond, sir. Yeah, still the bond, sir.
Everything's the same.
So it's the same. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Your name, please?
Francine Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. I am seeing you for a review hearing. This is for a warrant out of Santa Cruz County Justice Court. The bond's going to remain the same, ma'am. We're going to reset a review hearing for May 27th at 9 a.m. We just want to make sure that once your Pima County case is resolved, you're not just stuck in the Pima County jail. Okay, ma'am?
Okay,
Okay, ma'am, your excuse. Thank you.
thank you.
Your name, please?
Vincent Sarfisio.
I'm sorry, did you say that again, sir?
Vincent Sarfisio.
All right, give me 1 second, Mr. Sarfisio.
Yes.
All right, sir. I'm seeing you on a review hearing for a Maricopa County case. We're gonna keep the bond as is, sir, and reset this for May 27th at 9 a.m. We just want to make sure, sir, that once your Pima County case is done, Maricopa County either comes and gets you or Pima County releases you. All right, sir?
Okay.
All right, sir. You're excused. Thank you, sir.
I think.
And chair. Your name, please, sir?
Christopher Whitehorse.
Whitehorse, I'm seeing you for a review hearing for a case out of Pinal County Superior Court. We're going to
Yeah, Judge, to go back to call you soon. And where do I put that question?
I'm not sure what's going on. JL, what does that sound? Is that an echo?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, continue.
Okay. Mr. Whitehorse, I'm seeing you for a review hearing for a case out of Pinal County Superior Court. We're going to reset this, sir, for May 27th, keep the bond as is. We just want to make sure, sir, that once your Pima County case is done, Pinal County comes and gets you or the Pima County Jail releases you. Okay, sir?
Yeah, how much more time do I gotta go through this review here?
So I'm going to set it for May 27th. I'm not sure when your Pima County case is going to be resolved, sir. Do you know?
It's not gonna be resolved for a while.
Um,
By the time that it gets resolved, I'm pretty much already gonna have done the presumptive on my case over there already.
All right. Well, I'm going to let your attorney in Pinal County work with that, sir. But I'm just going to bump this out for a month. We'll just keep on bumping it out for a month, sir, until we get closer to the resolution date of your Pima County case. All right.
I'm just gonna start refusing because it's gonna be a while.
You can refuse.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Your excuse. JL, do we have misdemeanors in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, it's misdemeanors now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin, let me go over a few things. This is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as release conditions. Before we do that, know that you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. In some instances, I might be appointing you an attorney. When you come before me, I will let you know. if you are here on a Tucson City Court matter. I'm also going to be entering pleas of not guilty on your behalf, as this is your arraignment. Be advised that if you fail to appear at future hearings, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Last, before we go over your charges and release conditions, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services if they were able to speak to you. All right. The gentleman right before me, are you Mr. Bohm or Bohem?
Amy.
Amy. All right, Mr. I am seeing you, sir, on a Miranda case as well as a justice court case, it looks like. Give me 1 second. All right, Mr. Beamy, I have you on a assault charge from March 1st and a domestic violence assault charge and disorderly conduct charge from March 14th, sir. Mr. Beamy, my inclination, sir, was to release you on these with your promise to go to court, but I have to order no contact with any of the alleged victims. Will you agree to that, sir?
Yes, I will.
All right. So you're going to have a court date, sir, in Marana City Court. That's going to be on May 27th at 10 a.m. You're ordered to have no contact with the victims and to not go to their residence or their workplace. All right, sir?
Sir.
On the justice court case, sir, I'm going to order the same thing. You're released, sir. You're going to have court on May 27th in Pima County Justice Court. Give me 1 second, sir. Yeah, May 27th in Pima County Justice Court with Judge Foster at 9 a.m. No contact with the alleged victims, sir. You can't go to the residence or workplace. And given that these allegations, sir, are domestic violence in nature, I'm going to order no firearms and to surrender any firearms to TPD or PCSO within 48 hours of your release, sir. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. With that, then you're excused. Your name, please.
Ruben Caballero.
All right, Mr. Caballero, I'm seeing you on one charge of domestic violence assault, one charge of domestic violence disorderly conduct. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court May 26th in front of Judge Steele. That is in Pima County Justice Court. Understood, sir? All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Sir.
Your name, please, sir?
Okay, Kennard.
Mr. Kennard, I am seeing you, sir.
Hello.
Give me 1 second, sir. Mr. Kennard, I am seeing you on failing to appear for a charge of disorderly conduct. Sir, will you go to court on May 26th?
Yes, sir.
You will?
Yes, sir.
All right, and if I order you not to go back to the incident location where you're alleged to have trespassed and committed disorderly conduct, will you agree to that, sir?
Can you tell me where this is at?
I hope so. Yeah, 7412 North Heathcliff Avenue.
Heathcliff Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. You'll agree not to go back there, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're going to have court then May 26th, Foreman, all right?
Okay.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Your name, please, sir?
Isaiah Lopez.
I'm sorry, sir. Say that again.
Isaiah Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, I'm seeing you on charges of driving on a suspended license, as well as some city court charges, sir, for criminal damage, for failing to appear for a criminal damage charge. Sir, on the Green Valley Justice Court case, the suspended license charge, I'm going to release you, sir. You're going to have court May 7th, 8:30 a.m. in Green Valley Justice Court, all right?
Okay.
On the city court charge, sir, I'm also going to release you. Give me 1 second to see what your court date is. All right, so you're going to have court on May 28th at 9:30 a.m. Give me 1 second, sir. All right, that's all then, sir. May 28th, 9:30 a.m. You're releasing your promise to go to that court date. I will
Yes.
enter denials or pleas of not guilty on your behalf. I'm not sure where you stand on that city court case, sir. With that, sir, you're excused.
Okay. And am I going to be getting a text with the court dates just to be sure, or do I need to write those down now?
Say that again? Well, you got
If I was getting paid to work out for it, but they just told me that I was. So.
Great. All right, sir.
Thank you.
Your name, please.
Always.
Mr. Velez, I'm seeing you on charges of domestic violence harassment. Sir, if I order you not to have contact with the alleged victim, but for contacting her regarding legal decision-making and parenting time issues with the child, will you agree to that?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you, sir, and your promise to go to court. You're going to have court in Green Valley Justice Court on May 7th, 8:30 a.m. Those are your release conditions, sir. No contact with the victim in this case, unless it's to discuss legal decision-making issues and parenting time with the child, okay?
Ready?
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your name, please?
Melissa Hinojos.
All right, Ms. Hinojoso, or Miss, you said Miss Hinojoso, correct, ma'am?
Hinojos.
Hinojos, all right, Ms. Hinojos. I am seeing you, ma'am, on a city court case. These are charges of domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. Ma'am, if I order you to have no contact with the alleged victims and not go to their residence or workplace, will you agree to that, ma'am?
Yes.
I want to release you then, ma'am. You're going to have court on May 26th at 1:30 p.m. Those are your release conditions. Ma'am,
Thank you,
do
sir.
you have any personal belongings at the alleged victim's home?
I do not.
Thank you, ma'am. With that, then you're excused. Let me enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, and then you're excused. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your name, please?
Nestor McGill.
McGill. I'm seeing you on a city court case, sir. This is for disorderly conduct. Sir, if I order you not to go back to the incident location, would you agree, sir?
Yes, sir.
However, it looks like, sir, you're actually in jail on a felony case. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to set a non-transport review hearing, sir, and release you on your promise to go to court. You're not going to go to court on this date likely unless you are released. What I'm doing, sir, is I'm going to appoint the city PD's office to advocate for you on May 15th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Klotz. Not your need to be there, okay, sir?
Okay.
You do post your home, you can go to court on May 15th, but the city PD is going to be there regardless to advocate for you regarding this case, all right, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, and with that, your excuse, sir.
Thanks.
Your name, please, sir?
Michelle Muhammad.
All right, Mr. Muhammad, I'm seeing you on some city court cases. I have a failure to appear, sir, for charges of indecent exposure and criminal trespass, and then new charges, sir, for criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia. And it looks like urinating in public, sir. Sir, given the failure to appears, I'm going to order you held on a $500 cash or secured bond. I'm going to order you not to go to any of the incident locations where you've been trespassed from. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you and set court, sir, for May 5th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Cranshaw. I'm also going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir, all right?
Yeah, so I'm getting released?
No, so you're going to be held on a $500 cash or secured bond. If you post that bond, you can be released, sir. All right, sir, with that, your excuse, sir.
I'm sorry, can I hear that case again?
You have to post bond to get out. It's $500. Okay?
Let's bond to get out.
Yes.
I'll talk to you later about.
Yeah.
You got it. Look. Get your picture of the right one. Next.
Oh, crap. Yeah. Well, it was, so, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Your name, please?
Gabriel Sacker Robinson.
All right, Mr. Secret Robinson. I'm seeing you on some city court charges, sir. I've got you, sir, on charges of failing to appear for a theft case, as well as new charges of domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct. Sir, if I order you to have no contact with any of the alleged victims of the assault and not to go to their residence or workplace or the incident location, will you agree to that, sir?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to order you that you also not possess any firearms or weapons and surrender any firearms to TPD within 48 hours of your release. I'm going to release you, sir, on your promise to go to court. You're going to have court June 1st at 9 a.m. That will be in front of Judge Pale. Let me enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir. And with that, you're excused, all right?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, I have a question, actually. The theft case, not that case, the shoplifting, you said?
Yes, sir.
I was told, what was it? So it was dismissed by Supreme Court, or it was a trial?
What I have in front of me right now, sir, is that you failed to appear on it. What I'm going to do is reset it for June 1st, and you can discuss that with Judge Hale, okay?
Okay, so that one goes for June 1st, and then
They're both going to be for June 1st, sir. All of your cases in city court will be June 1st, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Gail, do we have Larry Grine?
Your Honor, yes, I'm going to get them right now.
All right, thanks.
Sir,
Your name, please, sir.
Larry Joseph Robert Green Jr.
All right, sir. I am seeing you on city court charges, sir. Before we begin, let me advise you, you are presumed innocent and you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Sir, I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. I'm seeing you on charges of failing to appear, 4 charges of disorderly conduct, criminal damage, false reporting, and being in a park after hours. I'm also seeing you, sir, on new charges of threats and intimidation, criminal trespass, and shoplifting. I'm going to hold you, sir, on a $500 cash bond or no contact with the alleged victim, not to go back to any other incident locations, and appoint the city PD to represent you and enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. Your next court date, sir, will be May 5th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Cranshaw. All right, sir?
So am I released or by
No, sir, you're being held on a $500 bond.
till May?
Until you post bond, sir. You also have court May 5th.
Sir, I don't even have money. I'm homeless. Like,
Okay, well,
all I
then,
did was
then you'll
all
be
I
in
did was
custody,
steal
sir,
water last week.
until May 5th, and you can talk to Judge Cranshaw about that. All right, sir, you're excused.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
we're going to begin the felony cases now.
Thank you. Are we doing any of these, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. Are any of these coming up individually? Or are they coming up in a group?
We're bringing them together first, for word display. Mental, yes, we're getting them finished. Okay, be right back.
Yeah.
Luis, did you have the rest of the files? Huh? Sorry? Oh, sorry. Hey, Ryan, we're missing recommendations still for most of the felonies. Did you send those over? If you didn't, that's fine. I'll just ask you to make a position on the record.
Were you saying something to me, Judge? I'm sorry, I stepped away for a second.
We're missing recommendations for all the felonies.
Oh, you should have them.
Well,
For all the felonies?
all but the mental health ones.
Well, that's no good.
Oh,
I'm going to email them again right now.
all right.
I'll copy you.
No, don't do that.
No? Okay.
I don't have my email up, sir.
Okay.
I have to rely on the justice court clerk to help me out. And if I don't have them before we go, sir, I'll just ask you for your position on the record.
Okay, no problem.
So, Walt, do we have all the felonies in the courtroom, or is it just one?
Correct, Your Honor. We have all the felonies, right?
Thank you very much, Jill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, let me go over a couple ground rules or facts. This is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your release conditions. Before we do that, know that you're presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Because you are all here on felony charges, I'll be appointing an attorney to represent you on the felony case. If you're also here on misdemeanor charges, I might be appointing an attorney. When you come before me, I will let you know. Before we go over your conditions and charges, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'm going to take arguments from both the prosecutor and your attorney who's sitting next to you. Your name, please, sir.
Civil Autry.
Mr. Autry, I am seeking charges of unlawful use of means of transportation. The state's asking for a $10,000 bond. My inclination, Mr. Palzer, Mr. Gant, was a $2,500 bond. Does either party wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Judge, this is a nonviolent offense. I would ask the court to release him for pretrial services. It looks like he hasn't been in any trouble since the end of 2024 when he finished a sentence.
All right.
That's 2 years ago.
Mr. Autry, I have you as a pretty high on the failure to appear schedule. That's my inclination. That's why I'm holding you on a $2,500 cash or secured bond with order to have no contact with the alleged victim, present you and set court, sir, for May 7th at 1:30 p.m. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Next.
Your name, please.
Gabriel Gomez. Don Gomez.
Mr. Gomez, I'm seeing you on charges. Possession of paraphernalia, 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct, and 3 counts of domestic violence assault. My inclination, sir, was to release you to pretrial services with no contact with the alleged victims. The state's also asking for a pretrial release. Mr. Gomez, let me change the no contact. I will allow you to have contact with the alleged victims, but only if they allow it. If you are asked to leave, you must find a new residence. Understood, sir?
Yeah, sir. But I just don't understand because I have footage of them. I
Okay,
called the police.
Don't argue your case.
Sir.
The question is, if they tell you to leave, will you leave?
Yeah, of course.
That's the only
Okay,
question.
sorry.
So
It's more than this. Sorry.
there you go. Perfect.
I'm going to appoint the PD's officer to represent you, sir.
She's letting-
And I'm going to set court on May 18th at 1:30 p.m., sir. Stay in touch with pretrial services as well as your attorney, and they'll let you know when you need to come to court. Okay, sir?
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, you're excused.
Sorry.
Check.
Your name, please?
How?
All right, Ms. Howe. I am seeing you on a number of different cases, ma'am. I'm seeing you on a felony case for unlawful use of means of transportation. I'm also seeing you, ma'am, on what looks like 6 different city court cases for failing to appear for these court dates, ma'am. Hold on, Ms. Howe. Hold on. Let me start with this. Let me remind you, you're presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can and will be used against you. There is a prosecutor on the phone, and everything you say, ma'am, is being broadcast to the internet. On the felony case, ma'am, given your failure to appear on the city court cases, my inclination is a $2,500 cash or secured bond. Mr. Palzer, did you wish to be heard, sir?
Judge, it is a class 6 felony as a passenger that's being alleged. I don't see anything since 2020. Given that, I would ask the court release your pretrial services on this case with an admonishment to appear.
All right. Well, and I understand that, Mr. Palzer. The problem is I have 6 different warrants on failure to appear in city court cases, so I don't think she's a great candidate to be released and show up, which is why my inclination is the $2,500 bond. Ms. Howe, over your attorney's objection, I am going to set a $2,500 bond. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. Set court for May 7th at 1:30 p.m. Man, that court date's unlikely to go, so please stay in touch with your attorney regarding what to expect in the next few weeks. On the city court cases, ma'am, I want to make sure you're getting time credit. I'm going to hold you, ma'am, on a $500 cash or secured bond. Set court, ma'am, for May 5th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Cranshaw, and appoint the city PD, ma'am, to represent you on these city court matters. I'm also going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf on the city court matters. And with that, ma'am, you're excused. Your name, please?
Esmeralda Calderon.
All right, Ms. Navarro, I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated DUI. Give me 1 second, ma'am. The state, ma'am, is asking that I hold you on a $10,000 bond. Counsel, my inclination was to release Ms. Navarro to pretrial services. Mr. Gant, did you wish to be heard?
I could have just a moment, Judge.
No, my concerns were just the prior DUI where the original charges were an extreme blood alcohol concentration, and here there's two small children in the car. So the court's aware of my concerns. I'm recommending a $10,000 fine.
All right, over the state's objection, Mr. Navarro, I'm gonna release you on your promise to go to court. You're gonna have court May 18th at 1 p.m. Ma'am, I am gonna order that you do any testing pretrial requires and that you not consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, all right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna appoint the PD's office to represent you, and with that, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm expecting Judge. Hey, what up? What up?
Mr.
Judge Bermudez right as far.
Is your name Mr. Taylor?
What's your name?
Is your name Mr. Taylor?
Yeah.
Mr. Taylor, I am seeing you on felony charges for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This is the time set for your initial appearance. Hold on. I don't want you to say anything yet, sir. If you have a question, ask Mr. Palzer. He can mute the mic and make sure you're not broadcasting your questions to the internet. Do you need to speak to Mr. Palzer?
Yes.
We're good, Judge.
Right. Mr. Taylor.
Thank you.
Yep. Mr. Taylor, I'm seeing you on charges of, as I said, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
What's the deadly weapon?
It's alleged that you used a bullwhip against somebody, sir.
There would have been a mark.
Please don't.
So, yeah, sir, I don't think you're going to help your case right now by talking. You're going to have an absolute chance to litigate all of this with your attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. The state's asking for a $20,000 bond. My inclination was a $10,000 bond. Mr. Palzer or Mr. Gant, do you wish to be heard?
Not me, Judge. Thank you.
Judge, I indicate that the last matter he had was for 2019. He earned a misdemeanor on that. He earned a misdemeanor on a 2011 case. So the only thing I think he actually has is a trespassing charge for 2006. So that's a very limited criminal history. And given that, I would certainly request that he be released to pretrial.
Yeah, I understand the defense's position. Mr. Taylor, my concern is that the two prior offenses were also aggravated assault charges. Well, one aggravated assault, one aggravated domestic violence. So I am going to hold you on a $10,000 cash or secured bond, order you to have no contact with the alleged victim, whoever he or she is, and not to go to their residence.
So guys, that's what happens.
So you're going to court May 7th, 1:30 p.m.
I'm the supreme being.
All right, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir?
Nick Beaver.
All right, Mr. Beaver, I'm seeing you on a felony case as well as a misdemeanor case. The felony case, sir, is a possession of dangerous drugs. Sir, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No.
All right, well, I've got even better news for you, sir, than that. The state on the felony case is asking that I dismiss this without prejudice. I imagine Mr. Palzer won't have an objection. Sir, I'm going to dismiss your felony case without prejudice. The state can refile this within 7 years if they choose to. However, at this time, this case is dismissed, all right? On your misdemeanor case, though, sir, that one I can't dismiss. This is for charges of shoplifting. Sir, if I order you not to go back to the incident location, will you agree to that, sir?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to release you then, sir, on your promise to go to court on May 27th at 10 a.m. That's going to be Marana City Court. All right, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir. With that, you're excused. Name, please.
Mr. Campbell.
All right, Mr. Campbell, I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated DUI, third offense within 7 years. Sir, the state's asking for a $35,000 bond. I also have a flag from law enforcement asking me to impose a high bond. They're concerned about the community. That's what the state's asking for as well. They're concerned for the community. My inclination to both counsel was a $25,000 bond. Mr. Pauls, did you want to be heard first, sir?
Judge, I'm showing no felony history whatsoever, confirmed residence in Tucson, with a place to stay, full-time employment. Given all that, Judge, I certainly understand, the other concerns, but I'd ask you to balance those with, the fact that this is something, bond isn't meant to ensure appearance, not to hold somebody without any chance of getting out. So I would ask that he be released to pretrial services in this matter. He's 47 years old with no felonies.
Mr. Campbell, I'm going to impose a $10,000 cash and secured bond. Order pretrial services, sir, if you do post bond. Order no alcohol, if you do post bond. Appoint the PD's office and set court, sir, for May 7th at 1:30 p.m. I understand your attorney's objections. I have to also balance that against my concerns for the community. And given that you were on release for a DUI and have new DUI charges, I am somewhat concerned for the community. And with that, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir?
Ezekiel Castro.
Castro, I'm seeing you on charges of 3 counts of possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor, as well as possession of a prohibited weapon. The state, sir, is asking for a $50,000 bond. Mr. Palzer and Mr. Gant, my inclination was a $25,000 bond. Does other party wish to be heard?
Judge, I understand the court's inclination. I don't disagree with it. The reason I asked for such a high bond here is he is on probation for a drive-by shooting and is still possessing weapons, posing with them. This just is an incredible danger to our community, and obviously he doesn't take the opportunity that he received to get probation in such a violent case. He's not taking that opportunity seriously. So because of that, I understand Mr. Palzer might argue that probation can place a hold if they want. I didn't see one, but nonetheless, hold or not, this is dangerous conduct which deserves a high bond in the community.
Thank you, Mr. Gant. Jail, is there a, I saw that too, that probation did not place a hold. Is there a hold yet?
They're indicating no, Judge.
Mr.
Palzer? I'm sorry. Judge, can we, I guess I need to speak.
You want a minute? That's fine.
Please.
A minute.
Okay, Judge, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Judge, this young man's very young, obviously. I'm showing that the matters that Mr. Gant referenced are over 2 years old, and it does look like he's been doing okay on probation. I don't see any revocations in that period of time. So he's been on probation a significant amount of time. It looks to me like it started in October of 24. So that's basically a year and a half on probation with no violations. Given that, Judge, he's shown he can be supervised. I would ask the court to impose a nominal bond, perhaps of $5,000.
All right, the court is going to take notice of the files in CR 2024-1082 and 2024-1987. Court's heard Mr. Palzer's request and understands that it looks like Mr. Castro has done well on probation up until these new charges. Court also heard Mr. Gant ask for the, I'm going to make both counsel unhappy and impose that initial $25,000 cash or secured bond with orders to have no contact with any, with order to surrender any firearms in his current ownership to TPD within 48 hours of his release, if he still has any. Set court for May 7th at 1:30 p.m. And with that, sir, you're excused.
How much? 25,000 for both of them? Perfect.
Your name, please.
Brandy Esparza.
Ms. Barker, I'm seeing you on charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. Mrs. Esparza, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No.
And the STEPS program is a program that's run jointly between the county attorney's office and the courthouse. The county attorney's office will dismiss charges provided that you do whatever drug treatment and counseling the Superior Court requests. Do you want to consider that, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to set a STEP screening for May 4th at 9 a.m. Mr. Pauls, did you waive time?
Yes, Judge.
So we'll do a preliminary hearing, ma'am, for June 11th. Don't concern yourself right now with that June 11th court date. That's a court date for the state to decide whether they want to charge you with a felony. Right now, the most important thing for you to remember is this May 4th court date at 9 a.m. If you do not go to the Pima County Superior Court at May 4th at 9 a.m., you will not be eligible for the STEPS program, and they will just treat this as a class 4 felony, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to release you to the pretrial services, ma'am, point to PD's office, and wish you good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your name, please?
Anthony Gonzalez.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez, it looks like your felony is already resolved, so I'm only seeing you on a misdemeanor. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court for this failure to appear for a shoplifting. That's going to be in Pima County Justice Court on June 1st in front of Judge Miller. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
We'll also appoint David Mize to represent you, as I believe he had been prior appointed to represent you, so I'm just affirming that.
All right, so I will be released today?
Yes, sir. Well, I believe you're releasing the felony already, correct, sir?
And your felony's done, right?
Mr. Palger doesn't know, sir.
Yes.
What happened? What happened? What happened last night with the felony? Were you released?
Well, no, they picked me up, but they just picked me up. I fell asleep when I got here, so.
All right. Well, I don't see that you're being held on a felony in the jail. I'm only seeing you for a misdemeanor. So given that I've just released you, sir, I imagine you'll be going home pretty soon.
Okay, thank you, Aaron.
All right, sir. Always. Your name, please, sir?
Guzman.
Mr. Guzman, I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated assault, domestic violence, aggravated assault, burglary, and stalking. The state, sir, is asking for a $35,000 bond. Counsel, my inclination was a $5,000 bond, cash or secured, with orders not to have any contact with the victims and not to go to their residence. Does either party wish to be heard?
I would. I point out, this gentleman's 40 years old, absolutely no criminal history showing. So I would assume this would be a first time offense. And certainly, the conditions that are suggested are appropriate. We don't object to the conditions, but I do object to him having to post a bond. I'd ask that he be released to pretrial.
Mr. Gant?
I don't have anything to add, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Guzman, over your attorney's objection, I am going to order the $5,000 cash or secured bond set court May 7th at 1:30 p.m. No firearms, surrender any firearms in your possession or ownership to TPD within 48 hours of your release if you post bond. No contact with the victim, sir, and you may not go to their residence or workplace. Your court date, sir, is May 7th, 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. And with that, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir?
Jacob Hurtado.
Hurtado, I'm seeing you on a couple cases, 2 felonies. One for aggravated assault, one for possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana for someone under the age of 21 years old. The state, sir, is asking for a $10,000 bond on the assault case, sir, and for a $10,000 bond. Hold on. Mr. Gant, it looks like I've got 2 for just 1.
I was a little confused by the interims, Judge. I'm recommending a $10,000 bond total. I'll leave that to the court as to how you want to set those, should you impose a bond. I'll note, in one case, the victim suffered a broken nose. So the state has some concerns for the victim's future safety here.
All right, Mr. Palzer, my inclination was a $5,000 bond. I just heard the state's recommendation. Did you want to be heard, Mr. Palzer?
Judge, I asked for pretrial release. I'm showing he's 18 years old with no criminal convictions, no juvenile records, or even given that, I think the pretrial release would be appropriate in this case.
Give me 1 minute, Mr. Hurtado, to review pretrial services report. All right, counsel, just give me 1 more minute here. The state's objection, I determined that releasing you to pretrial services is warranted. Sir, you're going to have court May 18th at 1 p.m. So it'll be on both matters. You're going to be ordered to have no firearms, to surrender any firearms to TPD within 24 hours of your release from custody. No contact with the alleged victims. You can't go to their residence or their workplace or the incident location. I'm also going to order, sir, that you have no contact with any parties listed in either of the Salrita Police Department complaints, that being S25060-353 and S26040-693. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
What is your question?
What he means by no going to the area, like
Yeah, wherever this happened, you
wherever the situation. Okay.
do you agree to that?
Yeah.
Better than staying in jail, right?
Yes, sir.
We're good, Judge. Thank you.
Sir, your court date's going to be May 18th. That court date may or may not go. Please speak to your attorney regarding what to expect over the next few weeks. Like I said, I am going to release you to pretrial services. They will also tell you when to expect to go to court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's going to be for both matters, sir. All right, and with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank
Your name, please?
Sergeant Lily White.
Mr. Lillywhite, I'm seeing you on charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. The state's asking that I release you to pretrial services. That was my inclination. Mr. Lillywhite, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No.
The STEPS program is a program run jointly between the court and the CA's office that allows the prosecutor to dismiss cases provided you go through some drug treatment and counseling required by the courthouse. Are you interested in that, sir?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to release you, sir, to pretrial services. Set a STEPS screening on May 4th at 9 a.m. Walt, you have time? Walt, you have time for the PH?
Yes, Judge.
Set a PH, sir, for June 11th. Do not worry about that court date right now. Your concern right now, sir, is making it to court on May 4th at 9 a.m. If you don't go to Pima County Superior Court at 9 a.m., you will not be eligible for a diversion program, and this will just be treated as a class 4 felony. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to order that you do whatever monitoring or treatment required by pretrial services and appoint the PD's office, sir. And with that, you're excused, sir.
Thank you.
May 4th, 9 a.m. Show up. Contact review, that's, yeah.
It's small, patrol.
Your name?
Andrew Ryan.
All right. Mr. Murney, I'm seeing you on charges of possession of a dangerous drug for sale. I'm a little confused on the for sale allegations, but I do at least find probable cause for possession of drug paraphernalia. And, sir, I understand that you are being held on a felony probation warrant. Counsel, my inclination was a $1,000 cash or secured bond. Does either party wish to be heard?
No, Judge,
No, Your Honor.
we want to make sure he gets credit on this along with the probation case.
All right, sir, I will note there's an APO hold, so if you post bond, it's going to be a waste of money because you will not be released until probation says so. Okay, sir?
I am, yeah.
All right. Your court date, sir, is going to be May 7th, 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Riley.
All right.
Winkler, sorry.
All right, Ms. Winkler, I'm seeing you on charges of basically being an accomplice to an aggravated assault charge.
Yes.
It's asking, ma'am, that I release you to pretrial services. Ms. Winkler, that was my inclination. I will order, ma'am, a few things though. You may have no contact with the alleged victims. You may not go to their residence, their workplace, or the incident location. You may have no contact with Mr. Hurtado or any other party associated with the police department report S260400693. Your court date, ma'am, will be May 18th. Let me ask you this first, ma'am. Do you agree to those conditions of release?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your court date then, ma'am, will be May 18th at 1 p.m. in Green Valley Justice Court. Ma'am, that court date is highly unlikely to go, so please talk to your attorney, the PD's office, as well as pretrial services with regards to when you should expect to go to court. Okay, ma'am?
Alrighty.
All right, ma'am. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, all.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day, Walt. See you, Judge.
Bye, all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning. This is the time for the 11 a.m. calendar and initial appearance court on April 27th, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month will apply to all hearings on this calendar. Before we get started, I am going to read the victim's rights advisement. You are the victim of a crime with case pending before this court. You are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. I will call you each up to the podium one at a time. Please listen for your name. I'm then going to announce whoever is up next. Please sit in the chair that's right outside of the courtroom. I'll let you know what you've been arrested for, what your next court dates are, and any release conditions that I'm ordering today. Let's begin with Michael Mineta to the podium, and then Jaden Bradford to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Michael Mineta, 3778.
Thank you. We are here today on 3 different probation violation warrants, all for violating terms 1, 3, and 5 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney on each of these cases. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on May 4th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in each of the warrants. It's $250 on each case. So, $750 total. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Thank you.
Jaden Bradford to the podium, and Isaiah Shell to the chair, please.
How you doing, boss?
Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Jaden Bradford, 11/6/98.
Thank you. We are here today on an out-of-county warrant out of the Pioneer Justice Court. It is for a case involving driving under the influence and failing to appear. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Pioneer Justice Court on April 29th at 8:30 a.m., and I will appoint you an attorney if one has not already been appointed. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. It's a cash bond in the amount of $750. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription, no possessing or consuming any alcohol, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that information will be in your paperwork. If you do post that bond, just make sure you get to the Pioneer Justice Court for your hearing in 2 days. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left. Have a seat. Isaiah Shell to the podium, and then Brian Koback to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Isaiah Shell, January 6th, 2003.
Thank you. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant out of the Maryvale Justice Court. It is for a case involving driving with a suspended license, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Maryvale Justice Court on May 13th at 11 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance as a promise to appear at that court date. As a part of your release, I am also ordering that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no possessing or consuming any drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Brian Koback to the podium. Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
I'm Brian Kovac, 4/15/65.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what was your date of birth?
4/15/65.
4/15/1965?
Yeah.
Is your date of birth April 18th, 1989?
No.
Officer, was he fingerprinted?
He was fingerprinted.
And he matches the warrant?
I just thought he had fingerprint.
Okay. Give me 1 second here, sir. All right, sir. So we're here today on 2 different cases, a Superior Court new case and then also an out-of-state warrant for your arrest. Both of those cases have you listed as a date of birth of April 18th, 1989. The MCSO staff is telling me that they did fingerprint you and your identity does match that is what is in the warrant. So I'm going to proceed forward today. On your new case here in Maricopa County, you will have an attorney to represent you. If you do think there is an issue with identification, bring that up with your attorney. On your new case today, you were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession for sale, Class 2 felony, dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and 2 counts of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felonies. I will find probable causes to those allegations, and I will appoint you immediately. I am setting a status conference on May 4th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on May 6th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond in the amount of $10,000 on your new case, and I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no possessing any weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. On your out-of-state warrant, it is a parole violation warrant out of California. I am going to set a fugitive from justice hearing in the downtown Superior Court on May 11th at 1:30 p.m. Because it's an out-of-state warrant for your arrest, you do have a couple of different options on how we proceed forward today. Because California does want you back, you do have two different options. One, you do have an option to set that hearing in the downtown Superior Court on May 11th at 1:30 p.m. You have the right to have an extradition hearing to determine whether you are extraditable on that probation violation warrant. I cannot appoint you an attorney in this case because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you can hire one at your own expense. Because it's a parole violation, I do have to hold you non-bondable while the extradition proceedings move forward. That process could take up to 90 days, and it does require the governor of both California and Arizona to get together to sign what's called a governor's warrant. That process could take up to 90 days for you to complete. After the end of that 90 days, you would be determined whether you are extraditable or not. In the alternative, if you want to waive your right to that whole process, you can go back to California and waive your rights to an extradition matter. If you proceed in that method, you would be held in the Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for California to come and get you. That 30-day time period would start tomorrow, but however, since there are criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, that clock does not begin until those charges are resolved. Because it's a probation violation, you would be held, or a parole violation, you would be held non-bondable during that time until your case here in Arizona has resolved. So you have those two different options today. I'm inclined just to set that hearing on May 11th at 1:30 p.m. because you have that open case in Arizona, but the option is yours. Do you have any questions about what your two different options are?
Yes, first of all, I don't know why I'm here. I did not have a U.S. Identification card on my person. I'm a sovereign nation. I don't adhere to the rules. I'm not I should not be here. I should not be locked up.
Okay, so based off of
Against my
that
will.
response, I am going to go ahead and set that hearing on May 11th at 1:30 p.m. You can talk with your attorney about what your options are. Like I said, if you don't believe that you are the person they are saying that you are, you can talk with your attorney, and your attorney can make that argument on your behalf.
I'm not a sacrifice to a Nazi entertainment.
Sir, you're not being sacrificed at any point in time at this point. Everything that I've gone over with you
on.
is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions about what I am ordering today?
I should not be held against my will.
All right, like I said, talk with your attorney, so go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Just go out there for a minute.
That does conclude all of the matters on the 11 a.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 2 p.m.